Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Ys 9. Of course, if you missed the last part, you can definitely go ahead and check the description. You'll find a link in there to the last part. Definitely go ahead and skim through it or watch the whole thing, whatever works for you. In the last part, we just kind of cleared whatever like magical barrier we had that was preventing us from getting in here. And now that it's gone, we can dive right in and head over to where we are supposed to be. We need to get to another district. It's kind of like a poor district. I don't really know how to call it, I guess. Like a, I don't know, there's a better word for it, but it's not a rich district. We can definitely get over there through this like underground tunnel, like this like a waterway or something like that. So we have to be a little careful and proceed with caution. So this is going to be pretty much the first dungeon of the game, putting aside the intro where we were breaking out of prison. But, we're getting some kind of tutorial here where we hit the attack button, I guess, to get items and that kind of stuff. Oh, that was a really easy, simple, nice level up, so cool. Oh, good. Let's gonna make sure we step on that so we can, I presume, like, teleport to it later. So yeah, these first enemies, they're not going to give us a lot of trouble. I kind of wanted to explore that room a little bit more. I just kind of saw the flashing icon, and then I was like, yeah, I for sure want to grab it. Oh, maybe because that's probably a trap or something, I feel like. Okay, well, I'm not going to do a lot of exploring then. Let's see what's around here. Yeah, I can't really, like, oh, there's a lever, okay. So we only have, like, 2 skills, so you can see them in the bottom right corner. And we don't have any party members, which I guess we need to play a little more before we can, start taking advantage of the party system here. I'm just kind of curious, because actually I never played Ys 8 in English. I did play like some of the other ones. Most of them, actually. I think Ys 8 must have been my first Ys game in Japanese. But like when you're kind of running around dungeons and stuff, like your party members will kind of banter, they'll talk to each other. I don't know, like was Ys 8 voice acted? It was, right? Actually, I have no idea. The only thing I really remember from Ys 8 was that it kind of had like a weird translation at first. It was kind of jank. I remember reading like articles about it, how it had a seemingly rushed translation, and then they had to like redo it or something like that. Like they had to put out NAS had to put out a patch for 8 like after it had already been released, basically redoing the translation after some criticism, which is good. I'm kind of glad that it didn't just like not fix it. Yeah, sure, it's kind of bad that the original version kind of had a weird translation, but good on them for fixing it. Okay, let's see what we have here. Maybe a mini boss? I don't know. I don't really feel all that confident. I haven't played a lot of Ys 9, so I'm still adjusting to the combat. So that's kind of gross. That looks not super inviting. Okay, so now we're getting a tutorial about our extra skill. So while we are in the middle of boost, which we learned about last part, if we can do R1 and L1 at the same time, we'll be able to use our extra skill, which is a not new feature. That's been in a lot of the other Ys games. So we need to get, well, we need to get into boost mode first before we can use our extra skill, so. There's so many enemies just like raining from the ceiling, which is good, I guess. Alright, let's take a look at our extra skill here. There we go. Alright, well, I guess that wasn't all that bad. I feel like I could have beat that boss without using the extra skill. I was kind of close. I kind of waited till the very end to trigger it. But that's fine. So I guess we're just gonna go and carry on here. I don't know how big this dungeon really is. I guess we could try to open our map and... well, hold on. If we go right, I think it like loops back to where we just were. Just over here. We can probably maybe open it, and then like next time we come back here, we'll get like, you know, a shortcut or something. Yeah, I mean, it looks like... Well, this is sealed up. I presume we'll be able to open that later. Maybe when we come back a second time or something like that. But no, that's... it looks like that's it. There's just an exit here, and then once we get out, I guess we'll be out. Like, it looks just like daylight. Yeah, that was it. That was our first dungeon where... okay, so that was a little bit shorter than we expected, but totally fine. So here we are. Shantytown. Okay, so I guess that's the translation they're going for. Or going with a shantytown, which is fine. I have no objections about that. So we're here, we made it safely. So this is where we are supposed to be. We need to do a little bit of some investigation work. Investigation work? That's saying, right? That's a word. I don't know. Okay. So let's see what we have here. That's cool. That's crazy. That's crazy. So when we're on the ground, we're like normal Adol with our dyed hair, I guess. But once we like... Once we like jump on the roof, I guess we just transform automatically. And some of the NPCs were talking. And he just said like, oh, there really are kaijins, it sounds like. I want to get up onto the roof. There's like a sparkly thing there. So this guy seems to be, you know, important to the story. It was, we did have a marker for him. Are we a traveler? I guess so, kind of. So we can say that we kind of like wandered our way into here, or you know, there's something, we have a little bit of an interest. So yeah, there is like for sure like a storyline for all the Ys games, and if you've been playing all of them, I think you might enjoy 9, because it's like the end of the timeline. So all the recent games that have come out like in the last couple years, so like 8 and the remake of 4, they're kind of like in the middle, right? So we can ask him about what he thinks of like Roman, which is, I don't know what the English translation is. It's like almost Rome, but it's not. Anyways, or we can ask him what he thinks of the Pendleton Trading Company or whatever. We're here to investigate the theft that happened at the trading post or whatever it was, so I guess we should probably ask about that. If I'm reading that correctly, you think that means that the trading company was kind of assisting Rome? I don't know. Sorry, it's been a while since I played an Ys game in English, so you'll have to excuse me here. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe some people might have held a grudge against, you know, trading company for being involved or whatever. We also have a blue marker here. I think around here. Actually, you know what? I forget what the blue icons mean. Where's our legend here? Oh wow. Okay, I don't really want to lock the map towards north, but I guess that's what we've done. Okay. Okay, well, we don't really need to do this right now. We don't really need to explore the map. I was just kind of curious about some of these things here. Yeah, we really haven't seen much of the map. In fact, you can see our very, very, very small percentage. It's 6.2, so not a lot done so far, you know, which makes sense. We kind of just started the game. So I guess like everything takes place in the town, and then the actual like dungeons, the actual like combat in the game will take place either during the night, like the quote-unquote night, with the other kaijins, or just like in the dungeons, like what we were just in right now. So that's kind of cool. It's a little bit different from the other Ys games, but I think, you know, in terms of story, that's kind of pretty much what they have to work with, considering we can't leave the town due to the curse. Okay, I think they were talking about the white cat in their conversation, which is the name of this chapter, so this is probably going to be a little important. Oh, it sounds like the white cat brought some money or something here, like they, you know, and using the money that they were able to get some medicine. So maybe the white cat stole that money, I don't know. But that's a pretty interesting lead, I guess. So I guess we can probably try to talk to her. Oh yeah, wasn't she the one who like passed through the tunnel? Like a couple parts ago when we were playing, we like bumped into her and she's like, oh, I don't have time, I'm kind of busy right now. You know, good luck figuring that out. And then she walked through the barrier. So that's kind of really suspicious. Alright, so now we have a pretty good lead. Well, at least I think so. I don't think that was a bit of a... she probably took the money. But yeah, so all we have to do here is talk to other people and we'll try to piece everything together. We're gonna go ahead and we'll take a break right here, so when we come back, we'll play a little more, try to figure out what's going on. If you're curious about this game and you want to see a little more gameplay, definitely stick around. We're gonna play for a couple more hours, so you can get a pretty good idea as to basically how the game plays. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, if you want to see more Japanese games or whatever, definitely go ahead and check out the channel. That's pretty much in there right now. That's pretty much all we play. Feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want. You can find a link to my profile in the description. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again. Take care.